Okay, we're starting on a more interesting piece here. I've got the blade ready to go. This little thing here is going to require this cutout. I don't know what that is. I guess that's supposed to be an impression of what the hook would look like in the fish's mouth, because here's the lower jaw and the upper jaw. This is kind of a bass fish here. That's an eye right there. So we're going to cut this out. We're going to come along here and we got a curly cue around here and get all this out. This could be interesting to watch. See if we can get through it. This wood has been very faithful to the blade so far, staying relatively solid and allowing very thin cuts. Now remember, the white part is all going to stay. And I'm just going to cut around. I'm going to back up. I figure out how to cut this thing. I'm just going to go on the outside of this piece here. Okay. Let me back up a little bit. Now I'm going to go around and try and go through this other piece. I'm going to turn this thing around and come back. I think that'll work. And I'm going to make a turn here. You get to where you're almost guessing what you got to do because you can't already see what you're cutting on some of these smaller areas. I know I want to cut out this thing, but now I'm going to turn around and try and get that a little bit rounded. Okay. Alright. Cut that a little fat. I'm not going to worry about it. I want to make sure I get that main detail, which is the key part, left in there. See, the blade, because I'm cutting such a narrow piece that it's easy for it to lose its grip on what it's trying to, on the cutting piece. If it's so thin, it just kind of blends through. Let's see what we got here. I think that came out all right. I think it came out all right. Okay, that's a real sneaky little narrow piece right there I gotta be real careful about. In fact, I need to cut this out before I do that. Alright. Yeah, see, I have this whole center here has to cut out, and I need to make sure this is strong around when I do that. If this is all cut out, this may just crack. It may crack anyway, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to take out that centerpiece here. And I got to try and be as careful as I can to get that as accurate as possible. We shall see. It's all about turning this board smoothly and putting enough tension on the silly thing. Try that again. I'm making a hole just a little bit smaller than it is, just because I don't want the walls too thin on this area here. This whole thing is very weak. There's just a lot of cut out pieces here. I got the little dimple in the eye there. So let's see if that's enough. Hopefully we can get the rest out without breaking it or cracking it or doing something we don't want to do. Alright. Now we've already cut in this area, so I'm kind of trying to feel my way back around until we get to where we stopped before. Okay, now I'm working the outside of the eye, pupil area. Here we go, here we come around. I'm a little too narrow. Hopefully I can come back. Looks good. So far so good. Just keep it coming. Yep, that came loose there. Alright. See, I got that pretty nicely rounded. Okay, we've got everything cut out now that I can see. Of course, sometimes I get blind by so much busy stuff in front of me I can't see something. But it looks like I just have this one last piece to cut out. So we'll watch that one together, and then this will be done. Next thing, we'll spray some stuff on here to loosen up the paper and get it off. We'll see what the finished product looks like. These long spindly parts are really kind of neat, but they give me the heebie-jeebies. So they're sticking out there, they're not supported by nothing. And all you got to do is look at it funny and it'll break off. And you can confuse yourself. If you get into this thing, you start to lose track of what it is you're doing. And you forget the white part is going to stay and the gray part's going to go. And these white parts look like they're just scrap. They're so thin and just sticking out there. It's like, now that's the whole thing. I'm really holding the board down kind of firmly because I don't want it jumping up too much. And even so, it still jumps quite a bit. And it really worries me because at this stage, there's so many of these little white pieces sticking out that any sharp blow can just break them. And every time I break one, reduces the quality of the overall piece. And the key one, see, I almost went too far out there. The blade got away from me and started roaring off into the white. It wasn't supposed to. I caught it in time and brought it back. No big damage. With all this turning, you got to be smooth and precise and patient. You got to give the blade a chance to cut. You got to give it enough chance.